Megan Lopez continues our 360 coverage with that story tonight. Megan?
Right, Shannon. And last night's results certainly had some people kind of scratching their heads. Colorado voters decided to decrease some taxes. They decided to increase some taxes and keep some the same. And that will have different effects on people and businesses as well as the state in different ways. After a big election night in Colorado, a series of mixed results. While Democrats did well in the state,
this is a continuation of what Coloradans want to see, which are Democrats leading.
Republicans are claiming victory on key ballot measures.
I think the ballot measures is probably the place that the Republicans have to look to for some positive news.
Several major financial initiatives passed, lowering taxes in some ways but raising them in others. For what this all means, we turn to two financial policy experts. First, here's a look at what passed. Amendment B, meaning residential property taxes will stay at 7.15% for now. Prop EE, the nicotine tax, so prices will start going up. Prop 116, which will reduce the state income tax, and Prop 118, resulting in an eventual payroll tax increase.
It's a mixed bag, and I think each voter will have to look at their own situation.
That's Chris Brown from the Common Sense Institute.
If you're a homeowner and paying into this new paid leave program with an increase in the likely increase in residential property taxes, you'll likely be paying more in future years. However, Proposition 116 and the income tax cut may offset some of that.
The same can be said for businesses. The income tax cut helps, and so could the Gallagher appeal, but the paid leave program will cost. His bottom line?
The outcome of this year's ballot questions are going to have a pretty significant impact in the near term and in the long term.
On the other side of this 360 election recap,
our tax code just got much more regressive.
Tyler Jackal from the Bell Policy Center says this will hurt the lower and middle class more.
So anyone making under $80,000, you actually see taxes that are going to go up. For the wealthiest among us, those of making more than $200,000 a year, you're seeing a huge tax decrease.
Jackal says the results also put the state in a difficult position financially. Further complicating things, Prop 117 will likely pass, meaning the legislature won't be able to rely on big fee-based enterprises for funding.
117 just takes another tool out of the government's toolbox to really provide critical services.
A mixed outcome for an already complicated Colorado tax system. So when the state legislature comes back into session in January, what you're really going to want to pay attention to is how they react to all of this. And keep in mind that they're already dealing with a tough financial situation with COVID-19. And for instance, that income tax decrease will cost the state roughly $200 million next year. So a lot of numbers to crunch, guys.
Yeah.